Good morning, afternoon. Oh dear, I forgot to put up my model. Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. Hold on. There I am. There we go. I did everything else but that. For goodness sake. Well, that's a good way to start. This is what happens when I move a stream earlier and start earlier. But anyway, welcome. Hello, everyone. Let's turn this down while we do our little intro. Welcome to the Handsomeness channel again. This will probably be the last chapter of Realm Reborn. And it's gonna be a good one. Absolutely awesome start. You know it, Purple Afton. You absolutely know it. This is the way I roll. I do it either perfectly well or I completely screw it all up. I have my drink. Hang on. I'm gonna blow bubbles near the microphone so you know I've got it. See? Nice cold drink. It is still warm here, but it's not as hot as it was. The heat wave is finally going away. Let's log in quickly. I'll wait for that. Yeah, the heat wave is finally going away. The past few days, it's been awful. Anybody who watched my stream yesterday, you'll know I had the massive fan in the background. Today, I don't have it. But I may need it later on. Kara is still upstairs sleeping because it was quite humid last night, so she's having extra sleep. That's why she's not here at the moment, but you may hear her in the background later on. Anyway, today is what, Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Freezing 3 degrees. My God, I would love that right now. I so would. We're in about 24, 25 degrees Celsius. But yesterday it was like 30, so it's nice to have a few degrees lower. It rained a little earlier as well, so the humidity's up, but it's okay. It's alright. Okay, so yesterday we did... What did we do yesterday? We did Keeper of the Lake and we did Chrysalis. So we're on patch 2.5 part 2. And this is the very last patch before Heaven's Ward. So we're going to try and crack all this out today. So we'll talk to Moonfilia, get the quest started, and I think the first thing I want to do is go to the Gold Saucer and get my gambling done. So, I'm an Aussie, so this is some rare stuff. Ah, I see, halfway around the world for me, yeah. Mask of Grief. Oh yes, we also lost Moonbreeder. Have you a moment, Hanternos? I believe Ida wished to word with you. I should consider it a personal favour if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She's not been herself since Moonbreeder's passing, and my heart aches to see her turn downcast. Yeah, alright, I can do that. So what I'm understood, there are 16 quests in this patch. 16. One of them has cutscenes akin to a small movie, about 45 to 50 minutes. That's why I gave people a bit of warning. Hey, it's Hanternos! Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment, so I was wondering, do you think you could collect it for me, maybe? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Oh, I can do that. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Ratherfrost. That's fine. Grief does a lot to a lot of people, you know. Some people are quite vibrant with how they feel, some people hide it away and bottle it up. I'm more of the latter. Grief, I bottle it up. Not the best thing to do, but hey-ho, we do that. Anyone who's here in the previous stream will see how Moonbreeder passed. It's not a pleasant way to go. Oh, it's slow today. Wow, it's very slow. Right, let's go to Gold Saucer. Also, Purple Afton, you said I've got YouTube up and running now, which is awesome. Yes, I also got Partner. which is really cool. So now I can do memberships and donations and such, which is awesome. So that's all of you watching on YouTube over the past like 10 years or so has finally led to this point. So you're all part of that. 3 billion ping. It does look like it, doesn't it? What am I being pinged for on Discord? What is going on? Hold on. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Someone needed a message. Right, there. Gotta refresh our servers, shifting it. Yeah. I've never actually been on that server before, but I've heard the ping is quite bad. I mean, it would be for me, given I'm halfway around the world. Oof, that's a nasty one. Let's try this one. 252. Oh, that's better than yesterday. All three yesterday total came to less than that. 3, 1, 8. Oh. 36. $720. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Right, back to Gold Saucer. Gold Saucer? More donor. Right, let's carry on. So we're getting a Moon Daisy. I think she said it was called. Oh, flying into the wall. Right, that one. This mount is a bit big for Mordona, so we're going to change it to. What are we going to change it to? You. I've been stuck playing Delta over the admin the past week. I got it, but it doesn't want to work that well on my PC. I need to like tinker around with it. I did one stream of it, and then it decided to go and not work. So I need to work on it. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? Hey, they got you running errands now. Them scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the saviour of Aorta to the bleeding market. Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you best learn how to say no. They'll have you mucking up the Chocobo stables next. Anyway, what's it you here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here then, take it. And tell Leader Lass I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to place that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Yeah, she's a bit forward, isn't she? Oh, cards. Come on, Rowena. Fallen Ace and swap. Your turn first. Let's have a go of... Oh, God. That one. Just to keep the 7 in. You mother fricker. Okay. Please don't have an 8. Ha. Taking that one. Ah, it took my ace. Never mind. Oh, damn. I think I might have lost. Yeah, it's a draw. Oh, no, they won. LOL. Try again. I messed that one up. I swear every time I use OBS, my laptop dies. Yeah, OBS is a sweet sauce hog. Okay, now we've got a... Oh, now we're in chaos. Taking that back. A 7 would be bad. Oh, crap. Oh, I'll take that one because it's got an ace. They're both reds, so I put that there. She can't take anymore. I win! Oh, Wheel of Fortune. What does that do? Win a triple triad roulette match. Okay, I thought I did that ages ago. Never mind. Right, back to the Ratherfrost. Oh yeah, this mount's much better. Nice and I know the shark is nimble, but this is smaller, so it kind of makes going through gaps to run my PS4. Oh, I see. You connect through your laptop. Okay, yeah. Over here. My god, flying is so much better in this game. There's Ida. Ugh, Rowena can be so annoying. Just not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it fine, just fine the way it is, she says it again and then again and again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So, anyway, let's see it. I mean, Breeda loved these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
Indeed.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Oh, I haven't put it on automatic, have I? Ba-bung! There we go. Dragon noises. Dragons. That's some big dragons.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it's a dragon. Ring, 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 dragons.
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Alright. I wonder what it could possibly be about. Let's go around this rock. Shame, because this area is nice. You can't land on it though. Well, you can skim across it, but you can't get off and walk on it, because there's supposed to be areas you can't walk on. Where are we going? Rising Stones? This way. There you are. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Breeda's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Kurthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. Ah, the envoy is here. Lucia, I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye. The dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was soon joined thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beast was ultimately forced to retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Uldar must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise any favourable replies. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the head of the Grand Companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favourable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be made. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in their matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellows' involvement. You faced Midgarsmere and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of a hero well. 'Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive. Now, what's this on YouTube? Top fans. That's new. You. XP. Oh, so it's like shows people who watch. Oh, fair enough. That's new. Must have come in since yesterday. Or I didn't have it activated, I don't know. Temple Knights. And there is Ishgard. Ah. You're back.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Oh. Is she transforming again?
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
No.
She told me to come. Ah, she took down the shields. Ishgard's in trouble. Dragonhead. Wait, I need to change my teleport thing. When we get to Kurthus, I'll change it. I just realised I've got it on an old setting. There we go. Then it will change. That's fine. There we go. Got it better now. It seems I was the swifter. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place to find out what is afoot. That's that way. gates of judgment are much like the mere doors. Much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer to Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defence can be so easily shattered... Well, it did, didn't it? When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Yeah, they're under attack. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret overmuch. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. It would seem the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you had learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you. Alright. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we are bid. Return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Horsefront will know where Sir Emmerich means to receive us. This way. Oh, down. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend of when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat you with you in the intercessory. Whatever, close enough. It's the right word, but in the wrong order. Strong Morecambe Weiss, that is. Greetings, sir. Shall I say you inside? Yes, please. Please let me know if it's voiced. I'd like it to be voiced, because Emmerich's voice is like a butter. Oh, I can't stand the table. That's annoying. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologise for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, but we are recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinian. Ah, it's the boy. Oh, that's Horsefront. Oh, there he is. If you're not a dragoon, you wouldn't have seen this guy yet. Oh, shiny dragoon. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet among such masters of the lance, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors in Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and they may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. So you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. 'Twould seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthis since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many of our scars our walls bear are from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of its strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have given their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labour to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It's been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies, 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defences. And now, just as he seemed primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covered the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem, you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candour. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much is expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keep of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which only concerns Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthis would be buried in snow, and the land would become sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is. For you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthis. They would not even have to draw steel. An Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona? 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of the Great Worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared? Was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafan's collar, and shatter the remaining walls that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned its minions to war. That was a long cutscene. I've got one message to check and I'll be right with you. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right. No, not Emmerich. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavour will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home's at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? The Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders. I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the Antecedent. I think that's a great idea. Just doing a one little check there, right? Just try and keep track of how many quests we got left, that's all. So it's this bit here. Committed to the cause. Are we speaking or not?
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
Shit's about to go down. I really hope you're speaking in this and that just wasn't a one-off. Judging by the animation, I think it is. I've got to do the speaking here.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Maybe not.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
Yeah, we'll be part of it. Put Eorzea in danger.
But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
Yep, all agree. Much noddings.
The path we now embark upon is perilous. But I pray you will walk with us to the end.
Of course I will. You wouldn't get anywhere without me.
For those we have lost. For those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Everyone seems to be ready. Although I reckon I'm being asked to stay behind by Minfilia. Judging by the music dimming. Oh no, it's just those. You didn't hear that because there was nothing to be said. But Rio seems dubious. He did say before it seemed a bit weird, the previous engagement with those two. Alright, another quest done. Volunteer Dragon Slayers. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. Small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Kurthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slathborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. But before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataro accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. You mean I've got to run around with that little squeaky dwarf? Fine, whatever. We are rather close to Kurthus, aren't we? We best see to our own defence and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages just laid out, just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go. I have 101 things to discuss with Slathborn. Have her accompany me. She just runs off, of course, like a spoiled little child. I appreciate the warning. All coming to Kurthus and the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for any victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past and I would return the favour. But to round up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on some Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf. You might try your luck here at Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who'll answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Oh, a cutscene. Spare me of your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Okay, fine. Womp womp. Real. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamiga by the name of Wilred was there on the 4th that day. I wonder if you've seen him since. Have you? No, I've not. God damn it, I feared so much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault and Aldar. So now, of course, half the Bray suspect the lad making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as me and you both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us all together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now compared to most others in this crew, Willwood's a fresh-faced novice. A bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talks about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me something queer he'd noticed about the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Hello, Yusuf. How are you? Hey, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me ain't good eye it ain't young Wilred. Anyway, you got a ward away, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you. Yeah, something spooky is going on. Something not quite right. Oh. Excuse me. Who's next? You. Volunteer my services in defence of Ishgard? Oh, I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. Wow. Okay. All right. Screw you then, I guess. I shouldn't say that, really, should I? Austere adventurer. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody orc, he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for every purse. Sweet, we got one. We've got one. So Ishgard seeks sell swords to bolster its ranks, eh? Oh, I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I've pledged myself to guard the Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? What to do? We've got one definite, two no's, and one maybe. That's not the best of starts, but hey, you know, we'll work on it. There you are. So, did you sway any hearts? One or two, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slathborn's friends. We have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting I almost forgot. There's been a word from Alphino. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Uldar to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Uldar or you'll be late. Alphino said that he'd meet you on the Royal Promenade. You're back? Hey, welcome back. Right, while we're teleporting, I'm just going to refill my water. I'll be right back. Kitchen is only over here, so you may still hear me. Coming back. Oh. There we go. Oh. Okay, right, now we're back in Uldar. Royal Promenade. Oh, actually, no, I will have to go be right back. Just for a moment, I've got to go and check on Kara, so I'll be right back, ladies and gents. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, I had to go and check on someone quickly. As I said, Kara didn't have the best of nights, so she's okay now. Oh, did I Mic back on. Yes, I did. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I had to go and wake her up. Just make sure she was awake. Right, Royal Promenade. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seemed my urgent request for an audience had prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? I really hope this one's voiced. Do that just in case to start off with.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Dar has none.
Gridania does not object.
Good.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alfino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
That's a good... Oops, that's a good start. Sorry, I just clicked something.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Careful, Alphino. Don't get cocky.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
Got a Discord server? I do, yes.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
I will put it in there once this cutscene is over with.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye. Support. A handful of men and no more.
They're being truthful.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
Oh, he's not happy.
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt...
Yay, politics!
Then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
That's it. Get a dose of reality, Alphino.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
Politics! Yeah, I know, right? In my game? How dare they?
A party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
If I can find them.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
I need some music. I need some music in this scene. It's very, very quiet.
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
She's a bit preoccupied with what she said before. She's been seen climbing on my shoulder in her minion form. That's what Roban's pissed off about. He's jealous.
Is her grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Yeah, he knows something's up. This is where things start to get a little funny. I try not to talk during the spoken cutscenes so people can enjoy them. That's why it's been a bit quiet on this bit, but I like it. Right. Oh yeah, you said about Discord. Hold on. Give me a moment. Copy. Bah. There you go. Demon! Hello, Grin. Burb. Hello. How are you today? Are you doing well in the less heat of before? Although you are a demon, you probably love the heat. Turn that off. Once again, I owe an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. Well, I misread that. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Horshafont and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Grin! For goodness sake. Captain Ilbert, what news? Then the assault has begun? We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Units will join House Durandare at the Still Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join as soon as I am able. I can do this for 5 minutes. Hanturnos, I would have and adventurer allies bolster the defences at the Steps of Faith. Anyone who's not curious, on YouTube for instance, someone in Twitch has used the IRL word ban. And I can't say the word, but it's spelt with a Y, an O, and a U. So I can't say that word, or anything with that word in it, for 5 minutes. Report first to Sir Marcelane at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct to where are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Goodness me, I have to be really careful. At the Gates of Judgment. Ooh. Oh! I know what we're going up against now. This used to be a trial. And quite a fun one. Do you know what? I'll also put it here in case people want to join. I do have Discord, so if you want to join in, come and join. I just said the word, didn't I? I just said it once. Okay. Are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present I would have me join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they will face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advances skirmishers are slain. Yeah, fair enough. Grin. Got me once. Got me once. past it. Ooh, Dirks. I am very. Last night's sleep was quite difficult, as you can imagine. But we managed. We managed. Lahi, hi, Ralun, hello. Up to Providence Point now, which is over there. Keep going. 1 minute left. I think it's further up. Oh, just a little bit higher. Oh, is that them? That is them. Any more? More. Ooh, War Commander. Big dragon. I really haven't got my Lalafell? My Chocobo. What's a Lalafell going to do for me here? Okay. Yes, hello everyone joining in. Welcome on in. The time has now passed. I can now say the word you again. Thank you, Grin, for that. I did say it once, so because of that... One moment. There you go. There we go. Oh, I accidentally pinned another message. Oh, never mind. There you go. Like I said before, it will change each time, but because it was only one, I put it at that. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides! Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Yes, here we go! I love this bit! I love this bit. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as the foundation for the arcane walls that form the barrier we call Danathan's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm them within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It should be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Ah, Thancred. Pistola, Ida, and Papalimo. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn? We could not stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to otherwise would go against all that Master Louis Sward taught us. As for we may be of assistance, I think it prudent we divide into two groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give him what for. Thank you, all of you. Please speak of me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. Noddings. This used to be a trial, but now it's a solo instance. I trust you are ready then. Good. Come.
No.
Let us make for the battlefield. I haven't done this for a long time, but I know it's fun. Because we've got to deal with this bastard. This enormous dragon, what we've got to defeat. This Hap, I think its name is. Been looking forward to this. We're all here. Protect the Holy See, that's all I've got to do. Yeah, just fight, kill everything that moves.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
I shall make it quick.
Oh, gets ready to breathe fire. Move to the side. He is a beast of a dragon to defeat. I'm sticking on this side. Oh, he's breathing fire again. Right, where's the last one? Over there. Or dragonfly. Alright, now we've got the armoured dragon. Yeah, this is a bad one to defeat. Ooh, that's a nasty attack. Right, what next? Down for the count? Oh, okay, here we go. What a... Fall back. Oh yeah, shit, there it is. There is a limit.
To me.
Oh, just giving me stone skin. Good. Oh. Right, now we've got to fight this guy. Now we're actually fighting the dragon. Do not let it reach the barrier. It's pretty close. Right, we're taking it down 11%. That's it. That's how that works. Yeah. That's a big attack. Now I'm doing the barrier again. So that's the first ward gone. Pull back and regroup. Let's get down to 75% at least. Come on. There we go. Quarter down. Oh god. Okay, I'm running now. Ow! That was painful. Pull back and help the others guard the ward. Okay, alright, I'll do that. Nope. Come on, give me a flare, give me a flare. Oh yeah, that'll do nicely. I killed like 4 of them in a go. Come on, we can take this down. Oh wow, there are a lot of them. We'll stay this side now. Flare them! Flare them! Oh. I was missing the enemy completely. This one's a bit of a beast to kill.
One'll sting.
Okay, good. What now? Oh, is this landing again? Right, here we go again. Now fighting the dragon again. We've got to kill this thing. If we don't kill this thing, we lose. We're down to 70%. Refire over to the right. He's taking it all down in one go. Oh wow, he is. That's 2 down. Oh dear. The second ward is down. Oh, I've not heard this music before. Pull back. I'm going. Oh god, he's proper after me now. I'm putting my shield on. Okay. I'll give him a flare. Go on. There we go. 2 of them down. Okay, this has about half defeats him. This is what Ishgard asked for. This is the whole reason they asked for help against these horrible dragons. Oh, here comes the shield dragon. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Oh, wrong one. That one. It's not that bad. It's just got a lot of powerful attacks. I think my PC's starting to fail as well, which isn't good. Right. Here comes the dragon again. This is the final ward. We've got to really take this guy down. Come on. Hold nothing back. Yeah, he's nearly half gone, so we might get him. Okay, he's half down. There's cannons as well now, so they're really trying. Oh, here we go. This could be a problem. He's now breathing fire. Oh, all the knights have just... The barrier's at 5%. Yeah, 40%. This is not going well. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back here. Yeah. That's it against the wall. That's fine. Oh. Careful. There you go. 30%. If we breathe fire again, we're screwed. Fireball. It's just getting close. Oh, okay. Okay, someone's getting in place. Right. Oh my god. Okay, defeat the attack before knights lose their... Oh my god, this is it, this is it. That fire! Oh my god. Go on, Lucia, you've got this. 10%. He's at 10%. 7. 6%. I think we got it. I think we've got it. 3%. Come on, kill this thing. We got him. Woo! That was fun. God damn. That's actually way more enjoyable than the old trial. Yeah, we defeated your commander, now what? They're all flying away. The dragons, they are withdrawing! Victory is ours! Thank God for that. And the sun comes out, of course. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg. And only your death will sate my lance. Boing! Off he goes. I remember he jumps. Right, that was fun. Anternos, the dragons were routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Still Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. That was a good victory. Commander Leveilleur and Turnos, true to your word, you arrived to aid us with our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons have fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. That was a good fight. We have indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must now recognise the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that they will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you've won this day gives us greater hope for tomorrow. It is a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, will take a moment to savour the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Uldar and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. It's fine. We will see to inform the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Minfilia. Back? Right, back to the Rising Stones. Repair my gear after all that. There are, after this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quests to go. Some of them are a bit more long-winded than this is why I couldn't do this yesterday, because I knew it would take a long time. We've already been going for an hour and a half. That's the name of the gear. I was trying to remember the gear from further up from Ironworks. It's Shire gear. Welcome back. Alphino sent word of the siege and, of course, the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me. Thank you. Oh, spell speed. Broken bridges. You must be weary, Hanturnos, and now may be very well your only chance to... No. Antecedent! Antecedent, whatever. Oh well. A messenger from Uldar arrived with a missive for you. The Royal Seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamotal Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Uldar in honour of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognised for our part in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurous contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We've scarce had time to mourn Mimbrida, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you are promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favour of contacting the rest of the Scions? Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. She's bored. Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? That's the thing. We're going to go and find out. I think this is the bit where she decides to try and be a class. Be helpful. Like, more helpful, I should say. Have a quick sip of my drink. No, she's not here. Oh. Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Let's go look for her then. We'll run. I haven't got my chocobo with me, so I'm fine to just run around. She's in here somewhere. Ah, there she is. Sitting around. Oh, Antanos, it's you. I don't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Philip before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Antanos. I'm glad we had this little chat. I didn't say a word. She could read my mind, maybe. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Antanos made me realise there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you would certainly earn the rest. Who was that follow? Death. I have to read that perfectly. Death NF is good. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. But I suspect that lying as a bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary, Boulder and Coultonay have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Just for people who are new here, there is a 30-second ad every hour. Whoa, hey! That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Mr. Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh, yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who wants to join us for escort duty was injured whilst out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. I like Hoary. He's a nice guy. We've got two. The power to defend oneself. Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Uriandre mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild and Limbs of Laminsa? Yes, that'll be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. And another one. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I have yet been unable to do so. Now I realise that you are rather more a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in the matter? Generous to a fault, I thank you. Now it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we asked the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coltonay were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You are truly a pillar of strength. Hoary Boulder will share you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Just going to mute myself for a second, hold on. Is it true you agreed to lend us a hand? Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coultonay? Our misfortune has become a blessing. An opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, true, but our mission is the same. Separated by miles we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, we would have you attend the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Anternos, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. I may have to ask for your excuses just once more, because there is a fly buzzing around, and I have an electric zacky thing that I want to print. So excuse me one moment. There you are. Ah. Gotcha. Missed it. Leave it there just in case I see him again. Right, sit back down. Okay. Let's go to... Oh, okay, so Tataru's in the... Okay, she's in there and I'm in there. First off, I'm going to go to New Gridania. Maybe because my squadron is still training, doing press-ups for the past 3 days. So I should really go and check on them. Oh, my chair is creaky. Creaky and squeaky. Oh, there it is. It's a moth, not a fly. Where'd you go? I just saw you. Got him. I got him. Stupid moth. Oh, someone's doing music. Ooh, needed that. Bum, bum. There we go, leveled up. Do it again now. Okay, we're back in an hour. And Camp Tranquil. Okay, where are you? There he is, Unsettled Scholar. At last, the Scion's man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isomhar. Come, we are late enough as it is. Oh yeah, up there. Near Tamtara, isn't it? Oh no, that's somewhere else. That's in the central shell. What am I thinking of? Different place. So this guy's just taking readings. We've just got to be careful. We've just got to be safe with them. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. I should really get my chocobo out. There we go, now we've got a fighter. I'm going to take off his hoarding, that looks silly for fighting. Yeah, just a normal choco. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though, if I can make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in future. I do not like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Molt awaits. Shall we? I don't like this guy, he speaks to me like a... He's not very nice. He's not very friendly and I don't like it. Going in here, Snake Molt. There he is. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask you to keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Alright, we will. Ooh, blimey. There we go. Not a problem. All done? Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Yes, sir. No problem. Where are we going? Roots Lake. Oh, over near Anderport. Oh. Without going into a wall. There, over there. Forget how nice this place looks. Yes, it is mostly swamp, but, you know, it's nice. I like nature, especially when the sun's out. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Come on then, another fight. Oh, only a few wraiths. That should be okay. Any more? Oh, there's a few more. And you can take care of that one. That one, and I'll take this one. Oh, I got those two as well. Never mind. All good? All done? The data should be proved invaluable to... Ye gods, what is that stench? Slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothes reeking of blood and offal. You decided to come down here, buddy boy. You took the risk. You chose to paddle in the Ecor a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now come along. I don't like this guy. I don't like him. He uses too many big words and it hurts my brain. We're going over that way, but I don't think we can go over. We'll try. That's as high as I can go. Can I go round? Because that's the edge there. Nope, I can't go round. Damn. And that's the top as well. Alright. We'll have to carefully make our way around. Over this way. There we go. There we go. Lovely area. Although it has got a lot of giant wasps. You should be more familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position from which to keep while I will take the measurements. Here. Oh, it's a white one. I don't think I've got any enemies on this one. Cutscene. There we go. Big stretch. Yes, yes, quite high. Yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of Primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Scion! Scion, come here! I need you! Oh. It's a body. It's Wilred. He's dead. Man, that rhymes. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. There you are, Hanturnos. Ori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog. But not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put much up to a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What caused us Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the Scholar's protection, Hanturnos. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The Antecedent will know what happened here. And so do I. So no mark on his sword or shield, which makes me think he's been killed and dumped. Maybe with a fresh blade, you never know. Okay, off to Limsa, so we'll go back to the Rising Stones at the same time. Go and deal with Tataru now. It may take a little while to teleport into Limsa, so... Oh, excuse me. So I'll quickly look something up on my phone. Quest-wise. Right, Arcanist Guild. Ba downstairs? No, wait. Is it? Yes, downstairs. Taru, there you are. An Arcanist gift. And Turnos, what are you doing here? Bum, 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 bum. I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Taru, shall become a great and powerful Arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thurbergium's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. Okay. I'll speak with her. Where is she? Is she upstairs? Yeah. There she is. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So you are acquainted with our newest member? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me, why not supervise her training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliff south of Zephyr Gate. You only need observe at a distance. Sounds like a plan. Right, while we're teleporting, I just need to go and get a refill on my water, because I've drunk that already. It is very warm down here. So good having the kitchen on the same floor where my computer is. Literally just next to me. Ah, there we go. Right. Let's go and find where Tataru is. Oh, she literally is just over here. Ah, there's 3 crates, look. Ozure P's the pirate's port, where she met her shining jewel. Oh, she's singing. To bring the smugglers' plans to naught came the lads who none could fool. Beat 'em with a backdraft, get 'em with a gust, deck 'em with a downburst. Go, carbuncle, go! She said, oh, those the crates I spy? Ah, and this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, carbuncle? Oh no, it ran off. Carbuncle? Oh, Tataru. It literally ran off. Oh, and now she's in trouble. Ah, come back, Carbuncle, come back! Oh, bless her. Remember, we're just observing, not fighting. Okay, I know I don't like her, but poor Tataru. I should have known you'd come. You didn't say a word. Your face says it all. I knew you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts, I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me. Do you feel for her now? I do a little bit, even though I dislike her character. But she gave up too quickly. She needed to go again. So off to the Arcanist Guild again. I can't remember what you unlock. Ah, Blue Mage. We won't do that yet. Ah, back so soon? How fared our fledgling Arcanist? Abysmally, mistress. Abysmally, as Hanturnos will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist, wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologise for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon a carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, mistress. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. That's it. Don't let them get you down. If things don't work out, just try something else. As fetching as these garments are, I feel I should never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful, then to Costa del Sol we will go. Bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it'll pay off. Shit. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There's a certain variety of clam can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvellous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. So I have to go and defeat this creature. What fortune! I've already found one! Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Yeah, I have to fight off some massive, like, water snake, I think it is. Yeah, there it is. Quite a nasty creature, this one. My mana ward held up well. There we go. Yep, 3,000 points for emergency food. Well fought, Hanturnos, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make chance for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they'll always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, mustn't keep them in waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're here to secure provisions for the Scions and the Minzen markets. You may have an eye for quality. I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the Antecedent, and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, and thank you for everything. It sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Yeah, that sounds fair. She's getting more independent, that's fine. Right, back to the Rising Stones by the look of it. That's 2 quest lines I've now finished. Welcome home. I gather you found Tatara in Limsa? My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure, and while it did not end as she hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be an invaluable experience. I dare say she could have managed without your intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. And you are returned again, and you seem troubled. The role of escort chafes so? Wilred dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Warred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this and why? The recent events weigh heavily on our minds. We must needs set them aside for now. We have 4 quests left. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defence in Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbours to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Ascians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the Primal still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbreeder. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. Bitter as ashes. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. Nods. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Uldar, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I have had to settle for leaving Tatara and Lamina a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Sorry, I had to sit then. Off to the soiree. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? By the Navigator, Wilred's dead? God damn it, they must know we've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. It's past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got me thinking about where certain funds are coming from. So I had to dig around on the quiet like, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way to the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo consortium. A daft name for a business if ever I heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organisations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed up for us for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his bloody businesses the Bribery Consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many of the men of the first and third are taken to Leggie's coin. But now we know some of them are, and I'll wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention, he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Teledji hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way he'll ever repay this debt of blood. Good morning.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. That was a Kara, by the way, walking behind me. And Hanturnos, mind yourself when you're in Aldar, eh? We're heading into a storm, I can smell it. Climb Mortal Superman overboard and drag him under so that he knows it. Before he knows it. So sneaky stuff going down. We've been waiting for you. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I'd hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. We'll go on ahead, Hanturnos. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momodi and let her know I will call upon her anon. Oh, I bet you will, Thancred, you dirty boy. I can smell sausage roll. Are you eating a sausage roll? You are, aren't you? I can smell it. Quicksand. Let's just go that way. Boing! I think it's through this way. If you can hear a noise in the background, it's just the kettle. Kara needs her tea to survive. RD. Huh.
I am powered by tea.
You are powered by tea, that is very correct. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alianne, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There is something I must show you. What was that?
Me and my friend.
Oh, sorry. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under these circumstances, I'd have thought these signs of a troubled heart. But something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. Thanalan, Central Thanalan. We'll fly. We'll save the money. I'm nearly at 400k, so I want to kind of make that. Just over here. Over there. Waiting. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but sees no sign of Alianne. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kukurin and the buzzing of syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Anternos, is that you? What brings you out this way? Look who it is. Lieutenant Alianne? Why no, I've not seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're on to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honoured guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Uldar. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell you are here. Look at that smug git. He is. What, Laurentius? Yeah, he is.
Oh, Sultanry, hallowed spirit of my line.
Oh, supposed to auto do this because it's
Through
spoken.
my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Water. Back to... Hold on. Who's doing the puppy pun thing here? Oh, it's the Kukurins behind me. I reckon you head straight to the feast after meeting with Alianne. What's the matter? No appetite? So she wasn't there, but this was? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist file, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping though. Anyway, no use worrying about Alianne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long. And when she does, we'll soon find out what this is all aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then, go!
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light.
I am.
We're here. That big feast, all that fruit and pastry and everything. Meat. Oh, Emmerich's here. Lucia's here. Roban, Merwib, Canon. Canon Senna's all here.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
Will I now? Am I now your personal manslave?
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
No, and it wasn't. This way. I think it was this way. I'll just find a teleporter. Well, just run. There's something in my eye. Ah! Itchy eye. Doing this one-handed now. There we go. Okay. There we go. Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it will be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Right. Everyone watching, if you've not seen this before, several cutscenes are about to play. This is what I meant for getting ready for a movie. These cutscenes take about 40 minutes. I'm not kidding. Enjoy. I'm trying not to speak through all of them. Hopefully I can load. It's on automatic, so it's all good. Just gonna be right back.
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our
time.
nation
Hello,
yet
Kara.
beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Yeah, he was the first one to notice something was wrong.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any.
Oh?
Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Good. That's how it should be. Ishtola is displeased.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
If you say so. Yeah, private audience with Her Majesty. Oh.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Return anonymously. Yep.
You may go.
Your Grace.
Nice bottle of wine.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
It's her choice.
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
It's a good plan.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
How could I say no?
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
That'd be nice. But herein lies the problem. Who disturbs my ear holes? Oh my god, Kara. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Can you clip that? Just type in exclamation mark clip and it should work. That was brilliant.
Your Grace!
That's one for freemium, that is. Put that in your next freaking video.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine?
How did you know that?
You did this! Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
I'm not a viper, I'm a black mage. Oh no.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
You little prick.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
I didn't do anything.
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Look, they knew.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor.
I'm sure
Come,
you
Lucia.
will.
No.
That smug look on his face. He knew what he was doing. Oh, Thancred. Speaking with a lady? Of course he is. Suave. Oh.
Whatever is going on in there?
Brass blades.
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Oh, really?
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
Well then.
You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals.
Yeah, he cock-blocked you. That's what he did.
Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
Bastard blades. Yeah, damn right.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
No, what you're freaking talking about?
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
Oh, no.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
Hey, you throw me on the floor, you dickhead. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
This is Sparta.
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Oh, they tricked me. They tricked me. That's why Alianne went up there. Look, it's that clouded vial I picked up.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands.
Oh, shut up, you
now,
idiot.
That's truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
I wonder why.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana.
Look at that
and we will be
smug
glad to be rid of
face.
that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Deserved. Literally cut him in half. But he deserved it. Diced prick, yummy. The bull will be angry.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
Now he's not even a quarter of the man Robon is. Not even that. An eighth.
You're next to scheming bastard.
And goodbye arm. Now he's armless.
Oh, Rabon!
7 hells!
The distancing between the exclamations were quite bad.
Admiral, we must leave.
See, they know it's not what it seems. They know.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have.
Yeah, this bit gets a bit
You are not
sick.
the man you once were, Robon. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana?
This bit.
It was me.
Remember that bit? That smile. I want that for a reason.
You die!
Thank you, Stola.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
mate. It's fine. Run away!
Ah, there you are.
Ah, Thancred. You got through the brass blades, did you?
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
It would make you think.
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces.
Rovan doesn't need two hands to throw hands. Damn
that a
right.
deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Sounds good to me. Oh look, here they come now. Might not help it, don't feel so satisfying. Oh god, yeah.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
These two kick ass
Crystal
together.
Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papa Limo!
Oh, okay, fine.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now. Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Oh, there's Lolorito. Tunnel belonging to Thancred or a tunnel made of Thancreds. I'd say that's made of... Oh look, it's the Handmaiden.
Now look what you've done.
Oh look, her eye. We can see you.
Ada, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
Go on, take him down.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Go on, take him down.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Get to work. Supercharge, she's on Super Saiyan. She's done.
Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
I love that. I love that. So, those two have been caught up fighting.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
And they did well. It's serving us quite well. Oh, those cat ears come in handy.
This way! Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
Oh, they will.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
Better not have, you're gorgeous.
My friends.
Leave us.
They'll be fine. They should be anyway. So that's just down to me and Minfilia now.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
Wow, savage.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Stabbing motion. Oh, didn't see that one, did you?
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
Tis done.
Thancred and hi everyone, Shiva! Hello there, welcome on in. We've been sat here for about, well, I don't know, 40 minutes now watching the cutscene. We have to, we can't skip this cutscene.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Kaboom!
Farewell, Ophelia.
I love these, they are pretty good. When I first watched them, I remember being shocked at what I saw. Like, I wouldn't have expected it at all. So now there's just two of us left, me and Minfilia. Oh.
Heidelin. She speaks to me.
Oh, hello again. Nice to see you after so long.
No. I must remain behind, but
Okay.
you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm.
I mean, I can take your big desk, because I really want it.
As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness.
But I like the dark. Oh, you mean wrong type of darkness. Okay, no problem.
'Tis the only way.
If you say so. I'm by myself now. I'm out, but it's just me though. Just me. Ooh. Alphino and... Oh, it's Pippin! I forgot you eat Pippin here.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend.
Yeah.
What of the others?
About that. No.
Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
We've all made mistakes, Alphino. We've all made mistakes.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
If you say so. Ah, I forgot it's him.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Nice to see you all the way from the beginning. Best be quick about it.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
Yeah, we are now in exile. Get out quickly. Come on, Brennan, or Brent, whatever his name is. Move your ass. We leave Ul'dah behind. behind. So in that, the Sultana got poisoned, Roban got his arm cut off, Teleji got killed by Roban, Ida and Papalino stayed behind to fight, as did Ishtola and Tancred and Nymphilia.
When your sister come up and begged a favour, said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
You were right.
But thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
Nah. We were always going to be where trouble happens.
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified.
Quite right.
The blame plainly lies with the Monitorists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yeah, Roban is his father.
Yes, I am his son.
Adopted.
Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance
Want to pet
away,
him? I
I need
know,
to return
right?
to the
That
city
luscious
and
locks,
extricate him from
the
this
hair
madness.
and everything. Apparently his Japanese voice is butter melting.
Then you needn't travel no further
According
than
to Kara, that
Blackbrush.
is.
Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
You let the power go to your head. That's what you did. We're off. Blackbrush. Them soldiers that keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldan and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. Tried to do a little bit of an accent there. Didn't really work. Alright, let's go. The voice always irritates me. They sound like grown-ups with the look of a child. Well, yeah. That's he does. And straight into another cutscene. The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke of you, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not how I envisioned it. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Hanturnus are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Taropin, but I... Alphino, my boy. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ah, Cid! Haven't seen you in a while. Cid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise at a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetarists and the Crystal Braves. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Uldar to the Monetarists and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in other city-states. But know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Right. Who was that? Hang on, wait for it. Shiva, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Frankly, I do not expect to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monetarists claim. Marshal Tulpin, I do not know what to say. I said that really wrong. Marshal Tarapin, that's what I meant to say. Ha! Now that father would labour to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphino. Your airship awaits. It's a pleasure. Well, thank you. It's much appreciated. I had to say, if you are new, how far have you played in the game, Shiva? Just so I know. Just so I know. Because I've played it all the way through before. We're just doing an alt and doing every cutscene again, just to relive. Up. There's no rest for the righteous. Completely through it. Awesome. There'll be no spoilers for you then. That's awesome. I've done as far as 7.0, but I've completed Dawn Trial. I've not done anything further than that. Leveling all my jobs at the moment. Ah, okay. Well, I'm on Alpha Light, I think it is. Yeah. So if you're ever around, feel free to poke. I'm sure we'll bump into each other if you're on the European servers. I've also got a character on the American servers, so I can go anywhere, really. Back to snowy Kurthus. I'm both around on Alpha and Lich. Oh, awesome! Yeah, I'm sure we'll run into each other. Bell's Can Phantom. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Sid. Go on, go hide. They'll be looking for you now. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Horschiffon. Mayhap he will know what to do. Lily! I saw that, Lalafell. You did. Fun little trivia. Didn't know initially Colin Ryan voiced Alfie from for Pippin during the audition run for this. But oh, really? Also, hi, I'm having a day where I've been lurking. I know, I saw you. I looked in the thing, I saw you. But having a work day. And look, we just broke 400,000 gil. 400,002. Can move again. That took, yeah, so we started those cutscenes when the stream was at 2 hours and 17 minutes. So that took nearly 50 minutes. 50 minutes of cutscene. And I think we're about to jump into another one. Master Alphino told me your tale, Henternos. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others. I shall endeavour to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. Before the dawn. This is it. Last quest. Last one. Oh my god, horse fart. You speaking?
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Uldar, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
Ah.
But do not despair. You are not without allies.
There's the line. There's the line.
You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you
People know
wish.
what that means.
Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
Oh, he's trying to lift our spirits.
all frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
We hope so. I'm going to stay here.
Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this.
Ain't he such a
Pray,
sweetheart?
join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Right, where are we going? Speak with the House Fortom Guard, which is just over here. I think there's another few cutscenes to go through, I think. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yeah. A few more cutscenes. This one's not as long, because this is the end of Realm Reborn. That was it. That is it. Just gotta watch these cutscenes, and then we are safely into Heaven's Ward. Oh. I've got to do some speaking. Alphino, Hanternos, is that really you? She survived. Give me a moment, I'll get something for you. Okay. I'm so happy that you are... Get something for me. I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamine told me to run, and so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I'd observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yugiri! Without her face mask! First time I've ever seen her face. Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? She's gorgeous. Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urionje. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. She is beautiful, ain't she just? The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently Urionje started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for other signs as we speak, but we have had met with no successes yet. I'd hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Dome yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honour. Thank you, Dragon Lady. The text is a spoiler, so don't show it, but the audio...
It is all my doing.
Gotcha. There you go, this time it's...
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought.
Yeah. You took on too much too quickly.
I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity.
It gets him so bad at this point, he even
Only
changes
when all
voice.
is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
Oh, Tataru's her voice. Cup of tea.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again.
Horsefront is such a sweetheart. In our time of need, he will do
I hardly
everything he
deserve
can.
such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Another follow. Who be? Scans at night. Thank you for the follow.
If I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard.
That sounds like a plan.
Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
God, her original voice does my head in. Sorry, but it really does. But that's what makes him go.
You are right, Tataru.
Yeah,
thank you.
Makes him realise.
And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefont.
Orchefont. Still remember what I did to her.
'Tis true that
We'll talk about
Eorzea
that.
yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
Ooh, we've reached 475 followers, only 25 from our goal.
Let us then resume our journey.
Oh, we are going to reach 500 by the end of the year. I know it. I know it. Thank you so much for everyone who's followed today. It's really kind of you. Helping the channel grow. Ooh. Ah, there you go. There's the end of the patch because you get this. Back here again.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
He's not happy. And there's Roban with his arm cut off. He's pissed. Oh, you again. Lahabred. Elidibus. Nabriales is no more. The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. Laha, blah, blah, blah. Can't stand that dude. By his will. He's only good in the raids later on in the game, you know what I mean. Laha bread. Traitor! I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. As for me, I'm stuck listening to Livia air her daddy issues. Oh, you're in Castrum. Okay. You're not far behind. You just got to throw through the bridge. Me.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Oh, she does. She totally has daddy issues. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and their eyes fixed heavensward. That's Realm Reborn. Now, do we do one more quest to hear Alphino's current voice, which is so much better, and get to Ishgard proper? Or should I leave that for another time? Because Alphino's current voice, Colin's voice, is perfect. Okay? Compared to the previous one, so much better. What do we reckon? One more? Or should we leave it? I'm letting chat decide this. Oh, excuse me. Do apologise. Have some water. I think chat's busy. One more. One more quest. Coming to Ishgard. That's what we're going to do. Because I think we get his proper voice now.
Oh my god, I'm about to fucking nut.
The dawn's light will shine again.
There it is! Oh, my beautiful boy. Your voice sounds so much better now.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
I feel better now.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Oh, you bloody won't.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names.
Oh Lord, it's some burp. I mean, hi.
But now
Hi,
is not the
Nanas.
time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yay! That's what she did. That's what she did. She just
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
How are you today, Nanis? Are you doing well? Rained here this week. It rained a little bit. The sun's come back out, but it's not as hot.
Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Ooh.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed.
Good.
Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome
It's
to
freaking
join
hot
you
here.
there.
Feels nice. I haven't got the fan on today, and I'm all right. I'm kind of I'm comfortable. I know it's warm, but I know it's warm. I know it's not as warm as yesterday.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
Yeah.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend
It's summer.
deserve.
Guess it's just natural. Yeah, it is. Now we've had
To
two
Ishgard, then.
heat waves in
Together.
like 2 weeks, or 3 weeks even. So it's not been nice.
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Even you got a new voice. There's the music. Right, let's get to Ishgard. Hello. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything needs to be arranged. The sentries at the Gates of Judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and you will be allowed to pass. My manservant, will be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then, it's just hit 38C. Blimey. If you don't mind me asking, Shiva, of course, without giving the exact location, what part of the world are you from? Yeah, you keep that. It hit 30. The last I had was 35. That was in London. You're in Germany. Ah, okay. Yes, I've heard that Germany and also I think Spain and Portugal are having awful heat at the moment. So yeah, it's not pleasant. I feel your pain. I really do. Wards of House Fortin? Ah, yes, you may pass. Right, here we go. Good cutscene, this. Here is your intro to Heaven's Ward if no one's ever seen it. Now your cat is heavily struggling. Yeah, it's tricky for pets, isn't it? Yeah, Kara.
So they came, at a friend's behest.
Kara's behind me watching this. What was your first impression of this cutscene when you first saw it all those years ago? Wow. Exiled, sent north.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
They came.
No.
Oh no, the Shiva is absolutely fine. Autocorrect is great for that. Oh, Ishgard.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears
of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragon Song War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of a chap.
Yeah, and best, in my opinion, I've gone through this before, best expansion. This is my favourite expansion. Shadowbringers is pretty damn close, but this will always be my favourite. And we're not even going to talk to this bloke. All we're going to do, I did this last time and forgot.
23 degrees out. Time for a cup of tea.
Yeah. Is that how hot it is? 23? Yeah. That's it. Right. That is it. We are done with Realm Reborn. I mean, there's more stuff to do in there. Congrats. Thank you. There's more stuff to do, of course. You know, like the coils and stuff and what have you. But and what's it, Hildebrand? But that is it for now.
Don't forget to play. Before you go, don't forget to play.
Oh yeah, you sent me.
Japanese
Basically,
voice.
This is Pippin's Japanese voice. I'm just going to play the audio for you.
早速パパちゃん殿と協力し調べてみたのだが、王宮に持ち込まれた錬金薬の出所は。
So you see what I mean? It is, yeah, like you said, it is liquid sex. Chug, do you know what I've done for Chug? I've got a straw, and because of that, I am going to blow bubbles in it just to make you laugh. Right. So for everyone who joined on YouTube today, that'd be Purple Afton and I think it was Yusuf. Thank you all for being here. The YouTube stream is going to end very, very shortly.